welcome to the CAP podcast. This episode is going to be a little bit different because, well, you can see I'm alone and I don't have a guest, but I have some very, very important information that I want to share with you. And I put together this information because something really awful happened to me. On the morning of March 7th, 2014, I broke up with my boyfriend by calling the cops. You see, the night before, we got in a little bit of an argument. It was over something silly. I said I liked Obama, our current president. Duh. Anyway, and I also told him that we were never going to agree on this, so let's not talk about it. But that just fueled his fire. And he got angrier and angrier and started calling me a socialist and a communist, and I was a traitor and needed to be shot. And then he got pissed off, even more pissed off, and just left and went to a bar to get a few drinks. Now, when we've gotten in an argument before, he would go to a bar, get some drinks, he'd come back feeling a little bit better, or if he was still angry at me, he just wouldn't talk to me for a while. So I figured that's what was going to happen. But that's not what happened. At 3 o'clock in the morning, he came home, and he came into the bedroom. He turned on the light as if I wasn't there, wouldn't talk to me, got some stuff, left the room. Okay, figure same thing. So I rolled over and went back to sleep, or tried to. A few minutes later, he came into the room, threw off the sheets, and doused me with a bottle of water. He then proceeded to interrogate me, berate me, call me names. He slapped me. He threatened me. He took my phone away so I couldn't call for help. And he basically made me a prisoner in my bedroom, telling me that I needed to think about what he had said. Needless to say, I was terrified. And so I cowered in the bedroom until I heard him go to sleep. When I heard him snoring in the other room, I quickly got dressed. I snuck out, grabbed my laptop because I figured if he was going to destroy things, at least he wouldn't destroy my livelihood because I'd have my laptop with me. And I fled the house. Now, one thing led to another, and I eventually found myself in a Wi-Fi hotspot, and I called a friend because I didn't know what to do. I hadn't had any sleep since 3 o'clock in the morning, and I was in a great state of distress. And my friend encouraged me to call the police. So I borrowed a phone from one of the people at the restaurant I was at, Mickey D's, and I called the police, and the poor lady in the 911 line, she's like, I just need a yes or no answer. And I'm like, blah, 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 telling the story. And so she goes, okay, they're going to meet you there. So the police come. One thing led to another. 7 cop cars showed up to arrest my now ex-boyfriend. And I was given some information about the victim witness assistant program. And because of that, because I took advantage of that, I learned about something that not only is going to help me in my life, but is going to help you in your business. And that's what today's podcast is going to be about. You see, I was given the information on 15 warning signs of a potential batterer. Now, I looked at these 15 signs, and what shocked me the most were these things. Number 1, my ex-husband and my ex-boyfriend exhibited many of them, and I just didn't see them as warning signs. 2, about half of them I thought were normal or a sign of good things. That's kind of scary. And 3, and most relevant to you, I noticed that there are people out there who are a bad or potentially abusive clients that exhibit these same warning signs. And so I wrote this special report called The 7 Warning Signs of a Bad Client. And you can get it for free by going to carmaspence.com/bad clients. But I'm also going to be talking to you a little bit today about what those 7 warning signs are and how you can empower yourself and your business by being aware of these warning signs and nipping them in the bud or getting rid of that client. Because you see, if you tolerate bad behavior in your business, in your clients, you're not only hurting yourself, you're hurting your business and your bottom line. Kendall Summerhawk, one of my mentors, says that the way you are with money is the way you are with everything. And I think this really, really plays out in the behaviors that we tolerate in others. If you're going to tolerate an abusive client, then your income is limited. You have money blocks that you need to clear. So, I'm going to take a little break right now for a commercial. And when we come back from the commercial, we're going to go dive right into those 7 warning signs. And I'm going to tell you a little bit of stories about them and how you can nip them in the bud.